Welcome to Investors Insights. Our topic today is no market summer vacation. Before we get into the market details and strategies, we want to say in honor of those that have served this country and died for this country, who have given us the freedom to be able to have this video, to have these markets, to be able to raise our families and be with our friends and voice our opinion. In memory of them on this Memorial Day, we just thank you. We thank you not only to those who have served and died, we also thank you for those families who are very much a part of that. So on that note, we said no market summer vacation. School's out. What are the events that we're looking at here from the standpoint? Are we looking at a hot summer? Are we looking at interest rates going up? Are we looking at it from the standpoint of vacation spending? Will we see people on the road traveling? So we got into these discussions as we were looking at trends, and you guys did a fantastic job here. Talk about this summer is going to be very active, and one of the ways we could see that is mergers and acquisitions.
Well, mergers and acquisitions, and then companies putting their cash to work. And so, the old adage, sell in May and go away, certainly doesn't seem to be the case this year, especially for corporations who are expected to put to work $650 billion with a B of their own cash buying back their stock this year. That didn't include.
That's amazing.
It's an enormous number. 600. So they're not selling in May and going away. They're just doing nothing but buying all summer. And that's a lot of that puts a floor under prices. In addition to that, that didn't include the fact that companies are also looking to merge, to use that cash to buy their competitors.
Right.
All that's happening from now to the end of the year. That puts a lot of activity and a floor. You don't know when they're going to buy. You don't know when they're buying their stock. They just announced that they will buy it.
Well, it takes takes shares off the market.
That's right. It's pure supply and demand.
Right.
The market is the purest expression of supply and demand. What they are doing is they are providing a large amount of demand, and that takes, and not only providing demand, that takes supply off the market.
Absolutely, and I want our viewers to understand this, though. One of the things driving it, and we've talked about this in previous vlogs, so if you watch this, is that there's discussion the Fed's going to continue to raise interest rates, correct?
That's correct.
And with those interest rate increases, it's harder for companies to borrow the money, or they pay a higher interest rate on that debt to acquire.
Right, and they're locking in these longer term debt. They're taking that cash and looking to do something with it because they've got these low rates locked in now. Right. And they're trying to get out of the way of trying to have to get new debt going forward.
Right, so that could be a theme this summer here. That's why we're saying it's not going to be dull. Now, at the same time, Ashley, you started giving us weather forecasts over there, and I was you had my full attention. Talk about the drought.
Simply put, there is a major drought in the southern plains of the United States. The geography for that is mostly West Texas, Oklahoma, southern part of Kansas, a little bit of Colorado, a little bit of New Mexico. Semi-arid climate. There's a lot of agricultural production out there hitting three things. One is cattle, large ranches in Texas. The other one is wheat, the other one's cotton. So when that starts working its way through the supply chain, that area has had only 2 inches of rain since October.
That's incredible.
And it's just devastated that area. So what it's going to start doing is probably later in the summer, particularly in the fall, that price increase is going to start working its way into the system. Speaking of interest rate increases in the Fed, yet more input costs going up. So that could be inflationary. We're watching that.
Right, yeah, and that also goes to show our viewers that we're looking at more than just earnings, and fundamentals in the market too. We're looking at those kind of trends. Now, talking about trends, Memorial Day, vacations coming up, the consumer spending for those big trips, we're seeing energy prices go up. But Bobby, talk about how people are handling their money.
Yeah, a trend we're seeing is that Americans are hoarding money in savings, and as past 23 out of the past 30 quarters, average consumer checking accounts are going up.
Extremely un-American of them.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So as financial advisors, we're saving. So we like to see people saving, but the market does not. 70% of GDP is consumer spending. So we need this trend to reverse itself as we're heading into summer. We need the consumers to start spending. One reason this could be is that Americans are a little bit leery of the current economy. So as advisors, we see the economy really strong. but the average American might not.
Yeah, well, and it's why we do financial planning. We'd like to see people save that money as they go towards retirement and college savings and everything, but we want to have a little fun to help the economy too, right, on this Memorial Day weekend. So on that note, we thank you for watching. We hope you have a great day, a great week, and we will keep you updated as this summer continues forward. Thanks for staying with us.